Yeah, that's what it did to me. Like I had to reset all my stuff for Hecna last time we did Hecna. I think the last OBS update just borked sound.
It did. My whole computer reset to default last night for all my audio. All right, but I can see the audio lines here, so we're back for that. 98, 98, 98. Well, this is something for the party.
I'm summoning the magic of Pelor. Give us something good.
Well,
or interesting. Interesting is good.
You find a necklace of red beads.
Oh. Oh. Are they good-looking beads?
Sticks doesn't get it. It's not for Sticks.
I don't know. I don't get it either. I just like, oh, this is a cool necklace.
It's not for Sticks.
Sticks is the necklace.
Can I vibe check the necklace?
Can I vibe check the?
I can identify it.
Real quickly, considering the nature of Sticks, does identify even need to be done?
No, this is something that you've seen quite a lot.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
Okay, so what is it?
This is a necklace of fireball with 9 beads on it.
Oh, sweet.
Well,
like to the death, who gets
gonna blow up? Like,
Sticks is gonna raise his hand and be like, "Please,
however,
please can I have that?"
However, some of the red orbs on it have black centers on them.
Oh.
Oh man, are we Chaos Bed Vestiges?
Wait, Sticks, you have the catapult spell, right? So could you theoretically catapult one of these beads?
In theory.
Use them as like long range artillery.
Activated if you catapult it though?
Well, yeah, probably in theory. We can
It
find out.
says throw it up to 60 feet away. When it reaches the end of its trajectory, the bead detonates.
So you have to use your action to detach the bead and throw it in the same action. So you can't use the catapult unless you use Quicken Spell.
Someone else cast catapult.
I don't have catapult.
Yeah, take a ready to action and then.
Now that would be awful. The wizard cast necklace of fireball, throws the bead. The other person has catapult held to just launch it right back at the group.
Power word yeet. Thank you.
But yes, can I please have it?
Absolutely.
Eugene doesn't know what it is. You may.
I have some ideas.
Of course you do.
Solus just thinks it's a very pretty necklace. Like,
I'm scared of those ideas.
Haha, that terrifies me.
So Ken, you said they had 9 beads, and how many of them had the black centers?
4. It's like every other bead.
Okay, got it.
It's the big boy juice.
My question is for you. Do you put it on?
You know what? Yeah, he would.
Oh no. I'm scared.
All the beads detonate at the same time.
That is an actual cursed item, and it terrifies me.
That's for another campaign that they don't know yet.
Sticks is transmuted into a fine red mist.
No, not you. You have a nice necklace on. It's very aesthetically pleasing. The red opals on it are.
Sticks cast death.
It is very fitting to his whole theme.
Sticks cast the drip.
So, other than that, you do find the 300 gold worth of items.
Yep.
Other than that, nothing else. You are able to get some blood.
Does anybody want a ring of warmth? I feel like Sticks is starting to acquire like a small trove of items, and I'm feeling bad about that.
What's a ring of warmth?
It gives you cold resist. It gives you cold resist, and in addition, you and everything you carry are unharmed by temperatures as low as -50°F.
Give it to the bard. She's squishy.
You?
I'm also a bard, but I'm not squishy, so give it to her.
No, I'm not squishy. I got an amulet of health. I'm very unsquishy now. I used to have asthma, but now
I'm very unsquishy. I'm
If
furry now.
If I roll the maximum possible on my defense force, I'll have an armor class of 28. I think I'll be fine.
Okay. I'll hold on to it for now. If anybody wants it, let me know.
All right. So, you guys continue on your way. Yes, Alice.
Solus is making a new line of clothing called Eugene. Everyone. Yes, there are canvas-like pants in a blue material, similar to a tapestry. Everyone, I'm going to post a list of what style of Eugenes you have in the TOD chat. Please add Eugenes to your inventory.
So Solus gains a new two middle names: Solus, Levi, Strauss, Swift, and Nasty.
I don't even know what to say right now because she's made a me joke, and I'm flattered.
You guys continue on your way. Eventually, after about a day's worth of time, you guys make your way to the Misty Forest. Thank no one for jumping on that. You arrive at this vast woodland concealed by a thick mist and almost a consistent rain here. Enormous spruce trees dominate the northern end of the forest, and the other one, on your way in, it starts as birch and elm and eventually just gets to mainly spruce. The mist here is omnipresent. It's everywhere, and no matter what time of day it is as you guys walk, it still is present. Every now and again you see weird shapes forming in the mists, going around, moving. And look, now we're in Ravenloft.
Pardon me?
They should call this the very misty forest.
But no, so you guys eventually come to an interesting town. You almost miss it from the architecture. I don't know if any of you guys have experience with wood elf architecture here in Faerun. But the settlement is built seamlessly into the forest around it. The village itself exists on 2 levels, with a few structures built on the ground, including an ancient monument to an ancient elven ranger. There is a temple and a few residents on the ground, but the majority of everything, you look up as you see large, almost looks like knots in the trees coming up to create domes and houses in the trees, naturally made into the bark. You see pulley operated platforms going all across different trees and the like, as you see downtrodden elves sort of walking around. You see evidence of a dragon was definitely here. Something that was... You see dead grass sort of withered away. Parts and trees are completely dead, showing no sign of life. As you see what looks to be a mass grave sort of piled up along the side of people getting ready to be buried. It seems like, from the looks of it, there are dozens upon dozens of bodies to be buried. But you have arrived in at least one elven city. Don't know which city it is yet, but you've arrived somewhere.
Hi, I'm Zulus! From Northern Swift and Nasty! Where are we? I say to the nearest wood elf.
They just sort of look at you with dull, dead eyes. You're in Altan. Be respectful. The dead are still being buried. We're in mourning here.
Yeah, where's that mass grave at, Ken?
It's... They're versions of mass graves, so what they're doing is... You see a couple druids ritualistically sort of pulling the bodies and putting them into like a teardrop shape of soil with a sapling. Oh, that was awful.
You okay there, kiddo?
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I meant to mute myself.
Like you threw up a lung there, my friend.
Oh, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Shh, quiet.
But
that doesn't mean we don't worry about you.
I know.
But
we feel better.
Can I go now? Okay.
Yeah.
This mass grave here. Do you see them putting the elves in this almost like soil teardrop shape with a sapling at the top of each one of them, and they're planting them row by row to nourish the next generation of forest. The
so
trees
Eugene, ever since they walked into town, and since, you know, the whole meeting with dragons and being flung up in the air and then meeting dragons and everything like that, Eugene has kind of been letting the rest of the party kind of lead the way, because he still doesn't know like what the heck they're supposed to be up to. You know, he's still trying to like feel out the group and everything like that. But when he gets into like this, you know, partially destroyed town, he just sort of slows, and his gaze is very much held upon the whole like ritualistic, like, you know, buryment of these elves.
Okay.
What do we do? Like,
One second. I think I heard someone just fall in my house. I need to go make sure they're okay.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm sorry.
No,
Solus,
don't be sorry.
We don't do anything. This isn't... I mean this in the kindest way, but this isn't our place.
yes, but we want to respect the dead.
And
But
we
we also
respect
have-
them by giving them their space to mourn.
But we have to also ask questions so more people don't become dead.
Yeah, so we find the right person to ask.
Okay, we can do that.
So, how are you trying to go about this? You see people sort of bumbling around, attending to the just general busy work. If they're not working at the burials, you see a lot of people around here, despite the tragedy.
Well, does it look like anyone's even the least bit idle? Like, even if they're just taking a break?
You do see there's someone who is, you see an older man sort of sitting down, and he's skinning some potatoes.
Okay, so Styx is going to turn to Solus and be like, right, so I'm sociable. I'm not good with people in mourning. I don't understand it. So I think you should be the one to talk to them.
I mean, I'm also in mourning. Corvus is dead.
So you have things in common.
Exactly. I mean, don't bring it up because it can feel like comparing, I think.
I think their mourning is a little worse than mine.
Yeah.
I'm just...
But,
at this point, Eugene, I think, walks up to the two that are talking.
Yeah.
And he's just like,
Okay.
so
Eugene.
I assume we're trying to find information then?
Yep.
Absolutely. Can we walk up to the man who is peeling potatoes?
Who's peeling potatoes?
Yeah, you can. He sort of looks up to you, and you see his fine elven features are a bit haggard, like he hasn't slept well in quite some time. But he just sort of looks up at you. What do you want?
Hi, I'm Solus. And, we're sent here we're Inquisitors. And people sent us here because we're trying to stop the dragon attacks. And, well, we were thinking that you guys might know something about the dragon attacks and could help us find one of what we think is a worm speaker who's just meandering about here and such.
worm speaker, you say?
With a green mask. Awkward silence.
I don't know anything about a worm speaker. All I know is that we buried our dead after the attack. It only lasted a short while. Large green dragon came through. Then it unexpectedly retreated. The cultists followed, but as they fled, they took nothing of value from the village. Our other reports saying they've ransacked all the other ones, taking all the valuables that they could.
Do you know which way they kind of flopped away to? Which way they kind of...
Can't tell you there. Not exactly sure. Our current leader right now, he's our village's warden, Galen. He's become the leader of Altrand since the priest is dead. He was in the thick of the fight. He survived unscathed somehow. He's been a potent force for rallying the survivors. And I'm not actually doing a voice. I'm actively losing my voice as I'm talking here.
You know, I thought it was a good voice.
Oh, I think so too. It might be the way to get all night.
You sound old, which is, good. Haggard beyond your years.
That's me.
Do you know where we could find Galen? Where he...
Yeah, he might be up by the treetops, looking over the probably the watchtower tree. It's the tallest tree. He's been up there quite often lately, keeping an eye on the horizons.
If that's all, me and my friends are gonna go find Galen, and we're so sorry about what has happened, and we're gonna try to, remedy it best we can.
Well, I appreciate that. Things aren't usually... Don't know why this has happened. And,
well, you see, it's because an evil cult is trying to take over the world to bring back their evil goddess.
Well, I got that far, but why they left us, while I'm grateful that they left us, I don't know why we were spared when our villages were destroyed. My sister's village, she went off to marry about 100 years back. Her entire village was leveled. And I keep asking myself, why did her village get destroyed and mine get spared? It's a question I can't answer.
Can I give him a hug?
As you try to go give him a hug, he just lifts the knife that he's using to peel the potatoes. Don't touch me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm not ready for that yet.
You're not ready for hugs? Well,
he's currently in the packing it deep down stage. He's not ready for the unpacking stage.
I think if you're ever ready for hugs, make sure I'm the first one to know.
Feel that, elf homeboy.
Solus, he's currently stabbing something. I would rather not have you get
mashing it down like those potatoes.
Technically, he's not stabbing. Currently, he's skinning something.
Which is even worse, arguably.
I'm gonna come back to the group and tell them, did I ever get his name?
Oh, and I'd rather not. We're just gonna leave well enough alone.
It sounds like it sounds like you got whatever information he was willing to share. I wouldn't press too much further.
Okay, so we're looking for Galen. He's gonna be in a very, very tall tree, looking around, and he's kind of the boss right now. He's the warden. So...
Did I hear right in that he said he survived unscathed?
Yes,
and he was in the middle of the fight.
From a whole dragon attack?
Heard that too.
I think either he might not be a good guy, or he's really lucky.
Well,
or the gods like him a lot?
he said the dragon was green, and
Yeah, did.
those masks things that the ancients talked about, weren't they supposed to give you the upper hand, like against the dragon of the same color?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
maybe he's the guy we're looking for.
Just don't tell the elf people that. They'll get very sad.
Let's go talk to him.
I don't plan to tell them that. I'm just trying to, piece this info out.
Okay. Can anyone fly?
And is there a building that looks like
a lift or anything in the area?
Like an infirmary?
There is, yeah. You see up top.
Am I frozen?
No, you're not.
I think I'm frozen.
You're not frozen, Solace.
Am I frozen?
You're not frozen.
No, you're not frozen?
Okay, so you guys were frozen. That's good.
You look up towards the top, the second layer of the town, as you see what looks to be an open-air infirmary. It seems to be like some sort of temple, open-air temple.
I want to go to that too.
Or I'll be gone.
And we were told tallest tree for the one person, right?
Yeah, for Gallon.
Yep, okay. I just look for the tallest tree and start climbing. I have a climb speed.
You have a climb speed?
Yeah, I'm a tabaxi.
So, from the ground,
Can you get back down again?
Yeah.
Are we gonna have to call the fire department?
No, let's let Ken speak though.
Our catman stuck in the tree.
Can we please stop interrupting the DM as he's answering questions?
Yeah.
I love all of you guys, but it's getting frustrating tonight. It's hard for you to tell, like, what the tallest tree is from the ground, as the tree cover here is so thick with the, what do you call it, especially with the mist as well.
Canopy?
Okay.
Yeah, the canopy is very, very dense.
I'll just look for the thickest tree, because that's probably also the tallest.
That's fair. Give me a survival check.
Okay. What is my survival bonus? I don't imagine it's great. It's not great. 14?
14? All right. Yeah. Well, I'll give you this. You narrow it down to like 3 to 4 trees.
Okay. I'll just pick one and start climbing.
Okay. While we get back to that, as it'll take you a bit to climb up that, the rest of you guys find a lift to get up to the second floor of this village. You sort of get to this area as you see a weight sort of dropping down as you guys get lifted up into the trees. And you see there's branches that have been grown in such a way to extend out next to each other for a walkway in the trees. Everything is natural and nothing here has been artificially nailed or tacked up to this tree. It is very much druid shaped, you can tell.
So, what's the plan, you guys?
Well, we find this guy, and he talks, or we get him to talk. And if he's a good guy, we do something with him, and if he's a bad guy, we do something else.
Eugene just sort of looks at Solace, and he's like, that's a very vague and circumstantial plan.
That's not a plan, that's a bullet point.
You know, all good plans have their beginnings.
Well, currently our plan is to go... Currently our plan is to, well, at least myself and Baxton are going to go over to this infirmary and see who we can help. Because
Absolutely.
maybe if we help them, maybe they'd be more willing to share information with us. I mean, that's what Trevi said. So, I mean, I take her word over everything else. So, I mean, that's where I go.
I can help.
My plan was I was thinking about walking around, seeing if there's any other travelers or anyone more willing to speak, or people more willing to give information.
Okay. So you can.
I think I'm just gonna stick. Sorry, Ken. Nope. I think I'm just gonna stick with the people who are looking for this captain guy.
Okay. So we'll start with the infirmary first. Do you guys very quickly?
Can I also go to the infirmary?
You can.
Sorry, my internet's going.
No, you're fine.
No,
you can absolutely also get to the infirmary as well. Very quickly, you guys find it. It's open air. You see a lot of people dealing with what very apparent poison, like poisonings. You see evidence of like blisters and all sorts of nasty pustules all around their mouth, their nose, their ears, and their eyes. Most of them have been burned shut from the poison. Seems to be a very, very nasty one. You see quite a few of them are in active seizures as different people come and go, trying to ease the suffering, providing first aid, or just easing a passing.
Is this more considered the effects after poison, or is this the current poison condition still active and still affecting? Because this changes what I would do.
This is the effects after the poisoning.
Okay.
Ken, would a lesser restoration you think help this or no?
Just to answer the same question I just did, this is the effects after the poisoning, so this isn't the poison condition, this is the remnants of the damage.
Okay.
And how many people are in the tent?
This isn't a tent, this is a... the infirmary. There's probably about, let's say, about 70 plus people out here.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Holy poo.
Yeah.
Okay. So...
Do they have like a worse off area?
Not really. They don't... you realize they haven't done triage very well here.
Do you want to do triage? I mean, Bob and I can help.
I'm gonna cast Mass Cure Wounds twice, level 5.
Okay.
And whoever just based on what I can see, I'll just pick 12 people.
All right, sounds good to me.
If you want me, do you want me to roll for healing, or does it really?
It doesn't really matter. This is just a for more utility than it is the number that you're looking for.
Okay.
I'm going to go to 55 of them, kind of just walking down lines. You know what? Not 55. I'm going to go to 25 of them. And each of them get 2 points lay on hands. I know it's not much, but I'm trying to spread out the love.
No, it's definitely something.
Yeah.
I can cast Cure Wounds 4 times.
I could cast not Cure Wounds. But yeah. So that's 55 more. Okay. Okay, that's about all I can do.
2 points of lay on hands is half of a commoner's health points.
Yeah, no, it's...
You've made this man feel much better. If it's a
Actually, if that's the case, Are they? This might be a bit meta. Are they using common or stat blocks again, or is there just no stat block?
No stat block.
Okay. I was just gonna give.
Exist.
That's actually exactly why I was just thinking about sticks can't use greater restoration. I single wanted them to restore their eyesight because they will die from the 35 points of fire damage it does.
Yeah.
True. Very true.
Absolutely, that will murder any of these individuals while trying to help.
Let me cure you proceeds to annihilate you. Cremate.
Ash. Well,
you're gonna cremate them. You're blinded by the light.
Is there stuff in the village that I can mend?
There is. You just have to look around.
I will. Bob and I will. Once we're not any useful anymore, we will look around to see if there's something that can be mended or put back together.
Oh no way! Okay.
I have the mending cantrip, so I'll be using it a lot.
All right, that sounds good.
So, apologies. I was looking at my spell list because I'm a paladin and I don't use spells. And I just found one awesome Aura of Vitality 3rd level spell. I'm just gonna cast that and start walking around, healing energy basically as a bonus action. I essentially bonus action cause everyone, I think it's everyone, to heal 2d6 points within a 30-foot radius.
All right.
I mean,
I'm just.
If he's gonna get if he can get everyone with that, then I won't do the next one. I was gonna do mass healing word on my next round, but I can
do that 3 times.
I don't know. I'll hold bandages and sing a jaunty tune. I'm not exactly a healer, but I want to help.
Before he did his thing, we've already covered 41 people. So I would imagine Baxton would be able to take care, because you said around 70. He would be able to take care of the other 29?
Yeah.
Just walking around going, yes, praise to whatever god you guys worship. Yes, that one. Praise to that one. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Either that or I was going to cast Raise Dead on everybody and just, or Undead, and, you know, we'll just have an army of 70 Undead commoners to come. No, I'm just kidding, I wouldn't do that.
Cast Dance Macabre.
Really?
Oh, such a bad spell.
I think if you raise all their sick people as zombies, you're not going to walk out of there with just, oh, have a nice day. Yeah, you can just take those people.
I don't think we're going to walk out of there. End of sentence.
I mean, they're not going to like you anymore. They're definitely going to be hostile.
Okay, so how do the people react to 3? Oh, let's see, we're level 10. So demigods coming in and curing everybody. Yeah, 11. Sorry.
It definitely helps. People are quite grateful about that. You see people start becoming on the mend. It's not the nicest of injuries that they have. It's not the greatest of injuries. But they are doing better now.
Mm-hmm. Good. I see one person who is still poisoned.
For the most part, you guys are able to get everyone here.
Okay.
Guys! What a good guys!
For one.
Who's the temple to? I'm assuming it's probably an elven.
To Coralon. Coralon? The elven.
Coralon?
Yeah, the elven The parent deity.
You did say parent, not parrot, correct?
Parent, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because I heard parrot too, and I was going, what?
I was gonna get really excited there for a second. The
Well,
elves
it would
worship
be
a
really
parrot.
interesting, wouldn't it?
Elves worship a parrot. That's gonna be my next deity.
Yeah, that would be an interesting encounter.
Literally just nothing but an elf that casts fly. I want to be one with my god.
Be the most popular person any Kenku ever met.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, as you heal the people up and they sort of start feeling better, they look up and a man approaches you. He's like, "Well, hello there. Name's Arundel, but thank you for giving the healing. Our priest, well, he died quite quickly in the fight. He stepped out to lead the others in fighting the dragon against the humans in the regalia of the cult of the dragon that were following the dragon. And they killed everyone they found. The village priest stepped out to lead the fighting, and the dragon sort of swallowed him whole."
So could he be alive still?
He sort of glances to the wounds that are still sort of stitching up on all the people. No. Not if these are any indication. He was a powerful priest, but no. No one could survive long for that.
I don't know this dude.
The dragon swooped down and attacked on the ground first, and nearly half of our victims died during that first assault, completely by surprise. And there's a woman sort of that you healed. She'll chime up. We thought we seen a cultist riding atop the dragon. He might have been human, like the other cultist. However, he moved very much with the grace of an elf. Humans are too clunky. No offense.
Offense taken, but understood. I'm not a human. Why did I say that?
Hi, question. My internet keeps cutting out. Did anyone ask which direction they went? The dragon on the human on the dragon? Because if not, I'm gonna ask that.
So you ask that, and people just sort of, they're not able to tell you. They're like, with the mist, it's too hard for us to tell directions in the middle of combat. Everything gets a bit crazy and confuzzled during the heat of battle.
I love how half-dead elves use the word confuzzled.
Well, that is a idiom that all of the wood elves tend to use in my world. And that is now headcanon, and nothing can change that.
I love it.
Alright, so panning over to those heading to the tallest tree. Was that just Styx, or was anyone else heading to the tallest tree?
I wasn't heading to the tallest tree. I was just walking around trying to get more information, see if there was anyone else that I was just walking around. To be honest, I'm just exploring the entire...
I also found a better way when looking at my character sheet to do this. So Styx will have only climbed up 20 feet, because that's about how far it takes him to... That's how much you can do in a turn. And then realize something and just kind of like slid back down.
Okay.
And he's going to just grab his spellbook, put it on the ground, pull his hand up from the spellbook as it lifts into the air as he pulls the mind out of the spellbook. And he's going to summon it 60 feet up from himself. Put his vision and hearing into it, and then he's just going to send it up until he gets to the top. It can go 300 feet away from him.
Okay. You do eventually find a tall tree, the top of which has been grown out in a way where it's a flat platform at the top.
Okay.
And you do see a lone elf standing atop the tree. It wasn't the tree that you were climbing either. It was like 3 over.
Yeah, and he sees a cascade of fire text.
Oh dear.
As an arrow gets drawn and shot at your...
Oh, thankfully it can't take damage. I'm going to just dismiss the awakened mind and start moving for that tree. I'll even use feline agility to get moving fast.
So
we have places to be.
Did I see like a fireball streak through the air?
You did.
Because I was looking for the tree too. And Yuji's just like, oh, okay, that's probably correct. And he's going to turn and walk towards the
You also
sprinting
see a
tabaxi
lift
man
at the foot of the tree to lead up to the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Styx did not see that. Styx is still sitting there, just clawing his way up the tree. Do you take the lift there, Eugene?
Yes, I do.
Could I have seen it too? Like, instead of exploring, could I just be like, oh, okay, that's where I need to go, and I just go up with him? Like, me and Eugene are just like taking the elevator, like looking at watches, talking to each other while we just see Styx.
And in the background, the girl from Ipanema is playing.
It's really you take peanut butter and jelly and you put it on the sandwich, and then like in the background, Styx is like, nyeh, nyeh, nyeh.
Styx is like parkour.
Yeah, because like my climbing speed is only a little bit behind my actual walking speed, so it's not like he struggles to climb either.
No, but like the lift is sizably faster than.
Oh yeah.
So the two of you on the lift, you guys end up making your way up as you find a nervous-looking elf up at the top of the tree line as he's holding his bow, arrow drawn. He turns to you and looks and sees, what are you doing here?
First of all, Eugene Smithson, pleasure to meet you. Are you the one that they call Gallon? Or
I
Galan?
am Gallon. And have you seen the foul magics at work? There was just a floating fiery...
Oh, don't worry, that wasn't a dragon. That was a cat with no hair that caused that.
He looks at you, he's like, are you allied with the dragons? Is that why that is the first thing that you jump to?
No,
sir, quite opposite. I just thought I'd say that because you were literally just attacked by a dragon, so I thought that might have been like your first thought.
He just looks at you, and you almost get the feeling of too soon. But,
Alright. Sorry.
He's like, follow me. I can lead you to my home, and we can talk there.
Can we just wait like a minute, because someone didn't see the elevator and they decided to climb up the tree and they're still behind us.
And as you say that, Styx, your head pops out of the canopy at this exact moment.
Hello.
As he almost jumps to the point and almost loses an arrow at you, he catches the string last second. He does let go of it and then catches it with razor instincts as the arrow just sort of tinks out of the side.
As Styx is climbing up and like
See?
himself off.
Airless cat.
That was very impressive recatching the string there. That's some speed on you.
As you literally see his fingers are now bloodied from the effort of doing so.
I would imagine so.
Just a bit on edge is all.
Makes sense.
I can imagine so. I mean, we can talk here if that's better for you, or we can go to your home.
Well, my home at least have chairs that we can sit down and talk like civilized folk. And do you have anyone else that you might need to hear what I need to say or to talk with me?
We can relay the information. We don't want to hold you up. I think they went to go help the wounded.
All right. Well, he leads you to a modest dwelling a little bit, suspended among iron-strong boughs. You enter a cozy sitting room as he sits at a desk, and with a forced smile, and you see a raven perched in a nearby cage, cawing hideously. So, welcome to our village. How can I be of service for you?
Before we get started, and I'm going to ask this. I need you to understand that it is not because I do not trust you, it is because I do not trust folk. I have a spell that will alert us if anyone in the room lies. I am going to cast this. Will you willingly take this spell? This is not just for our sake, this is also for yours, as I will be willing to answer questions as well.
He shakes his head. He's like, that is not something that I would be willing to subject myself to this time.
The spell doesn't force you to answer the questions. It just will alert us if you lie, and it'll also alert you if we lie. You can choose not to answer any questions that make you uncomfortable.
I can't at this time. If you'd like to talk, we can, but I will not be pressured to do so under duress.
Understandable. That might put a bit of a strain on our conversation here, but understandable. You have been through a lot.
I don't need to misspeak on something and turn something to a lie and pay for it as I've already paid for. As he sort of looks off a bit, I've paid for it with my life, my wife's life.
At this point, Styx really doesn't trust the person, because why would he turn it down? In Styx's mind, it doesn't make sense. It's because he's in mourning, but can I vibe check him? I want to vibe check him.
Go for it.
Okay. Oh.
Okay.
Okay. A 19.
19?
Yeah.
You sense there's a deep sadness within. Like, that is the pervasive thing, as you do. When he tried bringing up that the pain of his wife's death.
Yeah.
Definitely, that's a very sore and overwhelming grief right now.
Okay.
Eugene kind of. Go ahead, my friend.
I was just going to say, okay, this is not going at all how I was thinking it would go, how we wanted to. Sorry. Let's just move on and let's change subject with you, because I don't want to breach this line.
Well, the subject at hand, it's gonna be a bit of a sore one no matter how we bring it up. The main thing I wanted to know is, and pardon me if this is a little presumptuous of your abilities, but a man in the village told us that you fought the dragon and escaped unscathed.
It's
grief and rage will do a lot to a man in a fight. I watched the dragon kill my wife, and I fought through.
It is so amazing to meet such a great warrior as yourself, but the one question I have is not the fact that you fought and escaped with your life. The one question I have is how you escaped unscathed. That was a dragon. We wouldn't even come out of it unscathed.
He sort of gives you a wan smile. He wasn't busy with me. He wasn't preoccupied with me. He was preoccupied with the others. I just fought through. I fought through mainly the human cultists as I tried fighting to the dragon to try saving my wife. And
yes.
I watched the dragon take her down, and I could not save her.
A man stricken with grief would be willing to do anything to save what he has left. I'm just wondering what you did to save everything. Because no one would leave that fight unscathed, and you refused his is truth smell? I'm just wondering.
You're being very accusatory. We don't need to be accusatory here.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just very suspicious right now.
I'm sure he had his
I'm
reasons.
suspicious as hell too. I understand that, but there's no reason to go on the attack.
Gentlemen. And like they said, I mean, there's no reason for us to come in presuming things, but it just seemed a little off to me. That's all. Another thing, we're looking for people with dragon masks. Did you happen to see one of those or anything that may look like that?
A big mask?
Or dragon mask?
Thought I seen someone on the back of the dragon, but I wasn't sure if it was a man or elf. A little too lithe to be, a man, I think. But to answer your question, I don't know why the cult of the dragon fled. I don't know why we were spared. But we fought through, and eventually they called the retreat and left. Our priest was slain.
Can I? Sorry, go.
Nope, go ahead. I was done there.
I was just gonna ask, can I do like an insight or anything to see if he's lying or anything about not knowing why?
You absolutely can.
So insight?
Yeah, insight.
Oh no. Actually, not bad. 17.
You realize that he isn't telling the whole truth.
So he's not directly lying, he's just not saying the whole truth.
You okay, Jess?
Yeah, I bumped my knee when trying to readjust.
Oh, okay. That sounded painful.
It was. It was really painful.
I thought that was Ken and we were going to get inspiration.
Not me.
So, Eugene just kind of sits and thinks for a second. And, he says, well, I don't want to press you when you're clearly, very, well, sad. But know that we're going to try and do what we can to help. And I thank you for your information.
I appreciate it. Thanks for coming to seek me out.
Do you happen to know what direction the dragon went when it left? We don't even need a cardinal direction. If you can give me what building you were facing and what direction it went from that building.
You see him hesitate for a minute, and he shakes his head. No, I do not know.
Don't trust that hesitation.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll an insight this time, Ken, because to be right in the middle of the fight and then not notice when the dragon left when you were clearly like, you know, pretty hell bent on killing this thing seems a little sussy to me. Is that a... Yeah. Okay. So 19 on the die, but then what's my insight? Where is Eugene's page? Where'd he go?
I was really hungry. I'm sorry.
Did you eat my character sheet, Ken?
I ate the web page. Yes.
How dare you?
Wait,
How
what?
dare you?
What happened?
I was
How dare
really
you,
hungry.
Wait.
So that's a 23.
Oh, nice.
My boy.
23, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, you guys, you definitely tell that he's absolutely hiding something.
Okay. So at that point, Eugene's gonna like step in and like step closer to him, and he's gonna go, sir, listen, not to impose, but in order for us to help as much as we can, we need to know everything from an eyewitness report. And if you were in the thick of it with the cultists and the dragon, I would imagine you would know best about the entire thing. Jeff.
Yes, Jessica.
Eugene stepped in front of him, right?
Mm.
Styx is casting Liar Liar Pants on Fire. View of him is blocked. He's gonna go ahead and cast it.
Okay, that's do they know that they're making the save when it?
Let me check. It's basically based off of Zone of Truth. So let me double check.
It's
Zone of
called
Truth's
Liar Liar Pants on Fire.
Mm-hmm. Till the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell for the first time on swords.
And if I remember correctly, their pants do catch on fire.
Liar, liar, plants
So
for hire.
they don't know unless they fail the save, and then they're aware that they're under the effects.
Okay. So.
And it is a charisma saving throw.
And of course, they don't give me an actual stat block for this. Charisma save.
Veteran stats.
He fails as you ask him this. As he just barks up, "What have you done?"
I haven't done anything. I just was trying to, let you know that in order for us to do our job, we need to, know everything that we can.
I told you, I seen my wife die, and then the battle was soon over.
I understand that, but know that we're not trying to coerce you into anything or hurt you in any way. I would never. But if you're not wanting to tell me something, then at least tell me why.
Because strangers I do not know, from a land I do not know, have come into my house and have cast unknown magics upon me without my permission.
Eugene turns around and looks at Styx.
Styx is checking his nails.
I think it's time for you to leave.
I think, just before we leave, one more question. Where did you say you saw the dragon go? You said you didn't, right?
He just glares
don't know where
at
it went.
you. I do not know where the dragon went.
Right, but what direction? Do you know where direction it went?
It's time for you to leave.
That doesn't answer my question, sir. Do you know what direction that dragon went?
He's just gonna shake his head and point to the door.
As the tenseness is building, Eugene kind of just like a little bead of sweat just starts to like, as I can feel the strings pulling taut.
Oh, shucks. It would be great if you had like a bard or something with persuasion in here.
It'd be great if...
It'd be a
They
good
do have a bard.
We do have a bard.
Yeah, bard. I mean...
Can I, while I'm just standing there menacingly, can I do like an intimidation check?
You can try.
He's probably not going to say anything. You know what? No, I'm not. I'm not good at intimidation. I don't invest at all in that.
Accent just comes in and just kicks the door and says, "What do you know?"
Where are the drugs, Falcone?
Styx is going to try to do an intimidation check.
I'm gonna spend. Eugene's gonna help him But I'm gonna spend one use of my heroic moment and give you +5 to this check.
Oh, nice.
So Eugene's just gonna be like, "Sir, please, we need to know. You'd be doing us a great service." He's gonna kind of lean in while Styx, sets himself on fire in the background or something like that. I don't know what he's gonna do. Something with
You
fire.
said I get a +5 from your heroic moment?
Yes, +5.
Okay, 25.
He just points. He just shakes his head. I will call the town guard if you do not leave.
I'm going to open the door for all of us to just walk out.
Yep.
I think.
And that's
I don't know what we
truth,
did.
so you know he's telling the truth.
Yeah. Yep. His pants didn't catch on fire, so I know he was telling the truth.
Wait, does that actually happen?
Yeah. Styx' zone of truth makes their pants catch on fire if they lie.
So
It doesn't force them to tell the truth.
So Eugene is just standing there, and he's gonna look at him and really look at this dude, and just be like, "You keeping information from us may well cause more bloodshed. You do know that, right?"
The door shuts right in your face.
Okay, as soon as he can't see me anymore, I'm going to cast Polymorph onto myself, turn myself to a bluebird, just hang around the house, keep an eye on him.
Okay.
Nice.
Styx,
I'm gonna go
burn
find
the
our
house down.
party. Believe me. There have been I even hesitated to use that Zone of Truth spell because I was like, I mean, Styx does so much. I don't want the party to get mad at him for just taking the hold of things.
Oh,
One of my thoughts
mad.
was burning the house down and locking his door.
Yeah.
No.
So Eugene, when the door gets shut in his face, he frowns, it's this real deep, solemn frown, and he turns back and he looks at Styx, and he just says, "You really shouldn't cast magic on people without them knowing."
I shouldn't, but I don't like being lied to.
I don't either, but I think that was overstepping a little bit, even if he does know more than he claims.
But now we know. We actually now know more than if I hadn't.
I know.
If I hadn't, we would have just had suspicions. But now they're confirmed.
You're very hard to talk to.
Yes, I've been told that.
And he just kind of looks at this cat man, just squints a little bit. He's like, "We should probably go find the others, don't you think?"
Yes, I would like to go find the others.
Okay.
As you guys reconvene, -1.
Question.
Nathaniel, yes.
Styx, do you tell Solus what you did?
Yeah, when we get to the group, yes, I was going to give everybody the rundown. We're just not met up yet.
You guys meet up.
Okay. Right, so we found the person that was in the battle, and we tried to have a conversation with him. It seemed like he was hiding some things, so I cast a spell that alerts us if people lie, and he immediately clammed up and was choosing his words very carefully. So, we have reason to believe he's lying to us. He knows more than he's letting on.
Of course he was lying to you! You cast a spell on him in his own house, and he doesn't know who you are!
No. He was lying to us before that. It was after the fact that I cast the spell.
It was very clear that he knew more than he let on.
Yes.
Eugene, I thought you were responsible. You let him do this?
Oh, Eugene had his back turned to me.
To be fair, he did it where I couldn't see. I reprimanded him afterwards, but it doesn't feel like it worked
He did tell
very
me
well.
not to do that. He told me I went too far.
Do you guys even notice that I'm not with you anymore?
No.
No, I mean, Eugene's kind of scared of the satyr man, so if he poofs into a bluebird and flies away, he's not gonna say anything.
Styx is on a mission.
And I just realized I'm not actually enough to understand anything that the guy will be saying, so I'm just kind of watching the house, not having any idea what's going on.
Good job, Nathaniel. Good star.
I thought I was being so smart, like, innocent small creature. He won't even tell I'm spying on him. I'm like, oh wait, I can't speak common anymore.
Tweet, boy.
Wait, you turned into a
Your
blue jay, right?
intelligence is 2.
Yeah,
You turned into a blue jay?
a bluebird. I don't know, sure.
Oh no! Oh no!
No!
Oh, no! 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 No!
Don't!
Bad. Oh jeez.
Whatever
Nick's
you're
gonna,
thinking.
while also like talking to everybody, be like, and I think I saw a blue jay near his house.
He's a spy. Kill it immediately. All birds that are blue need to be eviscerated.
Hey, guys, where's Nathaniel?
Kill them. Incinerated, not eviscerated. Incinerated.
Where did that come
What are you
from?
trying to say, Owen?
Oh, I was gonna say, I was just going to jump on with the descent. He's working with the Blue Jays. They killed
Yeah.
Brain. He's got to die. Whatever that Blue Jay thing is,
Mm-hmm.
gotta go.
What did I accidentally just do?
Willow,
may
it's,
or may
it's
not
from when we were
be-
in the forest. When we were in
Yeah,
the
from
forest.
remember the forests, the Blue Jays that we fought.
He wasn't there at that point. So
Nathaniel wasn't.
Nathaniel, they had a one sort of. They ended up all getting lost in the forest after touching a magical artifact that spread them across the woods around the place. Ended up as meeting some very, very minor side characters that they brought very forefront to the conflict, as there was a great mammalian versus blue jay war in the background that they kept using sending stones to found with several awakened animals. And blue jays are, as in real life, assholes. They are the... Needless to say, the party has had quite some dealings with killing a lot of blue jays.
So I'm about to get my ass. Oh, sorry, I'm about to get my butt murdered.
Time for Blue Jay genocide.
If it
Oh,
makes
yes.
you feel any better, when the blue jay that is you gets murdered, it doesn't kill you.
It just turns back.
Yeah.
Okay. At this point, Blue Jay Nathaniel gets distracted, starts flying around town. I just want to fly over their heads.
Yeah, you guys see the blue jay right above. What are you doing, Owen?
Is Owen just pointing at it? Stace cast disintegrate.
What?
I'm putting my foot down. That's a bit too much because that overrides the polymorph.
Does it? Oh, does it override
Yeah.
the polymorph?
Yes.
Okay, never mind. Not disintegrate then.
Disintegrate the satyr.
I didn't want to override the polymorph.
Yeah,
I was
so-
just going for.
I would rather you use the cursed fireballs.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, because
Definitely not
that
disintegrate. Sorry,
Why don't
retracting
you-
for sure.
because
Why don't you
Cast
just
Yeetus Deletus.
yeah, because disintegrate specifically states what it literally turns the form they're into ash. You can't polymorph if the
Yeah.
form isn't there anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know. Very good to know.
I would have
Six was trying to. He's in a forest. He has only fire. He was trying to do something that wouldn't catch the forest on fire. But
We see
can I cast Vicious Mockery on the
as I
bird?
killed Baxon, Six is also instead going to cast Synaptic Static, but change it to fire damage instead of psychic damage.
Heck off, Blue Jay.
We see a Blue Jay. Owen points at it, and Six just goes. And Six just goes, no.
Not anymore.
I'm removing you from existence.
Your right to existence has been revoked.
And you guys,
Free
I wouldn't
trial
even
has
turn
ended.
back. I wouldn't even turn back, so you guys wouldn't even know that was Nathaniel. You would just
We just think you just walked away.
As one player death is averted tonight, as the synaptic static goes off. What is that? It's an intelligence save as a blue jay.
Yeah.
Like
As
two
a-
sessions
okay.
later, we're gonna be like,
One
where did that
second, let
Taylor
me-
dude go? Sorry, I'll mute myself.
It's okay. It's really funny.
Just scoop him up in a little dustpan like the Batman movie.
Okay, so intelligence save.
Yep.
I get a -4 to these. I just rolled a 4, so I got a 0.
Yeah, that's a big fail. How much?
Me thinks that is a fail.
Yeah, you're no longer a blue jay, as you do take some bleed over fire damage as your brain burns.
That is 26 fire damage as I boil your brain.
Yuri, can you mute yourself real quick?
What? There's a lot of background noise through Yuri. You're being asked to mute yourself a little bit.
Sorry.
Yeah, so you take 26 points of damage. If any of that bleeds through Blue Jay form, probably 25 of it will. You crash down onto the ground in front of the rest of the group.
Why do I all of a sudden want seeds?
You're a spy.
Yeah, Styx is going to like squint and recast Zone of Truth or Why Liar Pants on Fire. Do you accept the casting of it, Nathaniel?
I'm really dizzy because I just hit my head, so I'm just going to go, yes, I guess.
Okay. So if you lie at any point during this, your pants catch on fire and you take fire damage. Styx is going to glare at you and go, "Do you work for the Blue Jays?"
I just turned my... What happened? I remember turning myself into a bird to sneak up on... to just spy on the guy, then I guess my brain literally shrank.
Okay.
So I got distracted by this really good-looking red bird.
I need you to know. I need a very simple yes or no because what you just said doesn't answer my question.
Baxon unsheaths
the Blue Jays?
Baxon unsheaths his sword. Do you work with?
I'm really curious, so I'm just going to say, I'm really curious. Like, Nathaniel, this is a big deal.
Yeah.
Yes, and then
your pants immediately light up on fire. You take. Let me find it again.
Wait,
that does damage.
Nathaniel, why would you lie about something so distressing and important?
You take 2 points of fire damage as your pants light on fire.
I didn't know that was a big deal. I just thought it was a funny question, so I thought I'd say yes, and oh no, and I just start rolling around on the ground.
Yeah. Eugene at this point has just... He's like looking at them from like 5 feet away. And he's just like, he's got the most like, what the hell look on his face. He's like, do you work for the Blue Jays? Yeah.
You see all of us, the moment he comes down from a Blue Jay, all of us just immediately start arming ourselves and getting ready
And
for
like
a
the
crusade against
his sword
it.
and everything. And Eugene's just like, I don't... When did I get here?
And see,
I
this
love that
is
Eugene has such a weird view on this group.
see. This is why I
Eugene,
love
I have no idea what this...
What are you saying, Ken?
See, this is why I love D&D, because a minor plot point that I made as a passing joke.
I've got 53 out of 80 hit points because of that.
However, at this point, it is 8:30. This is where we are going to take our intermission for the night, guys.
Okay.
That way you guys can spread your legs, or not, blah, 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 blah. Stretch your legs. Sorry. Stretch your legs.
Are you going to get yourself any deeper?
Are you? Just keep on digging that hole.
I have not had enough coffee. I apologize. I've been running since 5 o'clock this morning.
It's okay. You could have taken a break today.
Stretch. I tried.
I mean, like, you could have said no session tonight.
No,
Yeah.
no. I wouldn't have been laughing this hard about you guys mauling Blue Jays and stuff like that.
I mean, that's almost disintegrating a party member.
Yeah.
Almost disintegrating a party member that we didn't know was a party member, nor would
Boom. Boom. All right. So, welcome back, everyone. The one person watching at home that might be one of my players with their Twitch up. Welcome. We are back. Panning back to the infirmary with everyone back there. Owen.
Arundel, what was your priest's name? You said he was really powerful. What was his name?
His name was Marvindale.
Marvindale?
Marvindale. We just called him Marv for short.
And
elves with your silly names.
I hate to ask this, and I don't want this to sound like as a payment for what we all just did, which is not why I'm going to ask this. Since he was a powerful priest, do you know if he would have a cup or a bowl, perhaps jewel encrusted? I needed something to be very specific. This would help us confront the dragon and possibly be able to bring back his remains for burial here.
He shakes his head. He's like, we do not use jewels and gems in most of our magics. Ours are mostly nature-based. Woods and herbs and the like.
Would you be able to create one if I gave you jewels?
He's like, that would be the job for the dwarfs. Us elves, we're not the greatest of smiths to do what you need. We have the ability, but might not be up to snuff for what you need.
Could it be a wooden bowl with... It doesn't necessarily say it has to be metal, right? Could it be a wooden bowl with the gems? That's a question for DM and also to Arundel, both.
Yes, Styx, real quick. You seem like you have something to chime in here.
We're together now, right?
Yes.
Okay, Styx is going to, like, pinch the bridge of his nose. And then look to him and go, You just need it made, right? Do you have the gems? Give me the gems real quick.
You have creation, or fabricate, don't you?
Yeah. He calls it Forge and Flame, but he has fabricate.
And I will give him 5 of the 200 gold piece worth gems. They're just precious stones. So
yep. Because I did double check Hero's Feast. It just requires a bowl. It doesn't say it needs to be metal.
Yep.
So if you need to keep talking to him, I'm gonna go do this for you.
No, that was really it. I just wanted the name. And then my next question would actually be for you, Ken, unless you're gonna tell me to just try it no matter what. Locate person versus locate object. Will you count his body as a person or an object?
I mean, I don't want to be canceled on the internet. But he's definitely an object at this point.
He's a piece of poo.
The delivery on that was just so good.
I don't want to be canceled on the internet.
I don't want to start the whole personhood versus object debate of corpses because that might be a slippery. Yeah, that might be a slippery slope for some people.
Remember, kids, necromancers are just advanced recyclers. Reduce, reuse, reanimate.
You're not wrong. So from here, what are you guys doing?
Were we able to find anybody who could tell us which way the dragon went?
No one seems to know where the dragon went. However, Galen seems to know more than what he lets on from what your friends were telling you.
I mean, I think someone other than Styx, who claims to not know emotions, should go talk to him.
Yeah, Eugene's gonna pipe up again. He's gonna say, "Not that I agree with coercing information from people, but if he knows more than he lets on, maybe pressing him for more would be good. We shouldn't hurt him, though."
I'll give you the information that with the intensity of the intimidation score that you guys got the last time when you were trying to press him, you realize intimidation probably doesn't have any effect on him. You might have to go a different route for the coercion.
I mean, persuasion, you know.
I think we should send in our secret weapon.
I have greater invisibility. I could just sneak in for a quick second, see if there's any paperwork in his house, see if there's any agreements.
Hey Ken, can I find one of the town watch guards?
What's the secret weapon?
You are.
I'm the secret weapon, guys!
That's really wholesome.
I'm glad. As soon as they said the secret weapon, I sort of zoomed in on your camera there, Solace, so I got that whole moment of wholesomeness. Of you're like, wait, I'm the secret weapon?
I'm the secret weapon!
The only person who has talking skills.
Hey, I have a +3 to my charisma. Thank you very much.
You can definitely find a watchman.
You are very scared all the time.
You can definitely find a watchman there, Baxton.
Cool. I'm gonna start chit-chatting him up about what happened, and instead of saying which way the dragon went, I'm gonna ask which way the dragon came from.
He just sort of looks at you. He's like, the sky. It swooped down, and all hell broke loose.
So I'm gonna keep talking with him. I do have that background, the Watcher's Eye.
Yeah.
So I have experience in law enforcement. So I'm gonna try getting any more information from him that maybe they wouldn't tell the normal public, because they're obviously holding some sort of investigation on this.
As much as you chat him up, that's the information that you guys have gathered already is all that you get out of him.
How did a dragon just disappear?
Okay.
Was it polymorphed into a blue jay?
I'm never doing that again.
Cunning and horrible creature.
Good.
I mean, if you turned into a bat, Owen would probably just adopt you.
Owen would adopt you. You could spend the entire campaign as a bat and no one would care.
Owen would care, but that's because you would be Owen's best friend.
His seventh best friend, I think.
So, if Owen's ever mad at me for any reason, I just need to all of a sudden turn to a bat.
Okay.
So, Solace, are you going up to go talk to Galen again?
Is there a place where I can make freshly made brownies? A place. Just any place.
I mean,
a single place.
You can probably find somewhere to rent out someone's house or kitchen. However, time might be of the essence, as Owen is...
Crap. Okay. I'm just gonna put some sprinkles on some brownies I have, and I'm gonna go knock on his door. I'm gonna grab some brownies on a tray, Girl Scout style, and go to his door.
Wonderful.
As the door you knock on the door, he just sort of opens, and realize his eyes are red as if he's been crying. As he opens the door, I'm not buying any of your cookies. And
They're not
to
cookies.
Shut the door.
No, please don't shut the door. Number 1, they're free. Number 2, they're amazing. Number 3, they don't have baking powder. Number 4, you look like you need a hug.
What's...
And mine come free of charge.
Powder.
I heard about them from a great and powerful and also very, very dead mage.
Oh.
I see one.
He takes the tray of brownies. Starts to shut the door once more. Thank you.
Do you mind if I come in?
You hear an audible sigh, but then he's like, well, you did bring me a gift, so he opens the door to let you in.
Okay. I'm in. Okay. Solus, I didn't really think beyond this point. So Solus is just trying to make her friends very proud by being a secret weapon. Hi. Hi, Galen.
Hello. As you are in here again, you yet again see the crow squawking in the background.
Well, I noticed you have a friend. What's his name? Her name? Their name?
Well, that is I've never actually named her.
Never named her? That's the most important part.
Well,
like, honestly. So, would you like to name it now?
Sure.
If you guys are getting bored, Solus is just gonna spend a little bit, like, trying to bond with this guy. Also, we're gonna name the crow Sparkles, if I have anything to say about it.
My vote is to roleplay this out because Solus, you're an amazing role player, and I love to listen.
Okay. I didn't know if people were... You looked bored.
He's like, you want to name it Sparkles?
Sparkles, because crows like sparkly things.
What about Bobble?
Bobble? Well, if you're gonna name it Bobble, you have to give it a collection of bubbles. That's how it works.
He sort of... You see probably the first smile on his face since the attack. Just the ghost of a smile, and he's like, we can do that. As he sort of puts a silver coin down at the raven's feet.
Cool. Solus is just gonna pull out about things from her bag and give it to Bubble, just because, because Solus. So, Galen, I heard that some of my friends, minus 6, came in here and were rude, so I brought some brownies because that wasn't fair.
As you're saying this, he's just thoughtfully chewing on a overly stale brownie, but still seeming to enjoy the experience.
And I would like to let you know for the record, I have not adopted Styx. I've adopted everyone else, but not Styx.
He was a weird one, but are you with him?
I was in a coma when he got added to the party, so that's debatable.
But are you traveling with them, and do you...
I do travel with them, and most of them are good people. Styx is odd. He's like the scroungy cat your neighbour has, and it comes over and poops in your yard.
Give me a good reason why I should continue talking to you. I already banished your friends from my house.
That was an amazing analogy.
It's an amazing true analogy.
I'm about to get diabetes from this sweet conversation.
one good reason, my brownies are good. My second good reason, I've sworn an oath to be a good person. My third good reason, I can sing better than all of my friends. My fourth good reason, you need someone to talk to.
He sort of chews on his bottom lip for a minute. He's like, you know, I'll talk to you because you're the first person that has made me smile since my wife passed. There hasn't been any sunshine since she's gone, and, well...
You know, Deborah just started singing that in the background the second you said it.
I was leading to a joke about your name being Solace, or like a solstice.
I mean, you know, that's true. I did make her name Solace for that purpose, because she's soulless.
Yup.
But
he's like, so we can talk. What do you need to know?
You know, I don't want to play the same old fiddle, number one, because fiddles are a basic instrument. But
yeah, they're sort of the pumpkin spice of bards.
I mean, that's true. I don't like to say things about other bards. But I can't do that, Dad. Copyright. But but we have to know about the attack. We hate the Cult of the Dragon with a passion. They killed my brother Corbus, and we've been hunting them for a long time. And we were sent to this land, by Prince Alagandres and Dolan Winterhind, because there's the cult here, and we're here to stop them. And even though my friends have crude methods, we're kind of good at what we do, and we're family, and we do need to know about the cult to stop them. And I'm so sorry that this happened to you, but we need to fight them. And anything you can do, honestly. We came here and there was nothing here, and we traveled a long way, and there's been so much death and suffering and pain, and we need to stop it. And we'd like your help, please.
As you see, he sort of gets lost in the cup of tea that he was drinking, and with the brownies, as you see a few tears just sort of fall into the cup down his fanciful elvish features.
Yes, and
you see the strain and burden of what's been going on these past couple days coming up against him as so I tell you this in confidence then, because I can't keep it a secret anymore. It's eating away at me. I seen my wife die in front of me, taken down by the dragon. I found myself face to face with a man in a green dragon mask in the thick of battle, and was bested very quickly. Soon he had me begging for my life, groveling at his feet, and I tried offering anything in return so I could live. He took my offer, agreed to spare my life and leave Atland intact in exchange for information on other settlements in the area that would be become targets of their next round of raids. I don't know who this green worm speaker is, and I don't know the location of where he is or the dragon's lair. I do know, however, where we met and where we meet. And I can mark it on your map. As he draws a quick sketch for you to find the meeting place. When you're there, from there the dragon has flown his course southeast from there. And I've noticed that the worm speaker's clothes and hair are often wet.
Thank you, Galen. Just one thing. They're not gonna keep their word. They're gonna come back and they're gonna hurt your people. So you should get them out of here as fast as you can, because they don't keep their word. Ever. And we'll go and try and stop them, or die trying. And I wanna give this to you. And I'm gonna pull out my kazoo. I'm like, this is my kazoo. His name is Zoot Zoot. And every time you feel like there's no any hope, remember that we're out there trying to stop them. So I'm gonna go get my annoying friends out of here before we light more things on fire.
As the smell of wood smoke drifts to the window at this point, by something Styx has probably done at this point.
Styx is actually doing his best to behave himself, entirely because he's nervous about starting a forest fire.
Do you want a hug?
I just want to take a moment to just appreciate Styx isn't afraid of anything except for Smokey the goddamn bear.
It's more like if he was just in some random forest, absolutely no problem. It's that he's in a forest that is also some people's homes, and he's surrounded by people he wants to like him because he's traveling with them. If he starts a forest fire here, he's going to piss off a lot of people at once, and he's not going to live for much longer after that.
Yes.
It's a self-preservation thing.
He looks at you and he's like, I don't deserve the hug.
Everyone deserves a hug, unless they're evil. And you're not evil, so you deserve a hug. You just made a bad choice. And now you fixed it, and you're gonna continue to fix it. Because that's what good people do.
You see him wipe his eyes again from the dampness there. Man, my allergies are really awful this time of year.
I think it's your very misty forest. I can't see a gosh darn thing.
He sort of nods thankfully. Get back with your friends now. You have a world to save.
It's a terrible day for rain.
I'm gonna walk outside and close the door. I'm like, guys, I have a secret weapon!
Oh, Styx, that one's... No, Styx.
I'm glad you caught it.
No.
For those
that
didn't catch
hurts.
It's a horrible
That
day for rain. It's
hurt.
from Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, that hurt.
Oh no! Oh!
What? I don't know what's going on. It's a movie.
I made an anime reference that is very painful.
Go to.
You know one of my tattoos is Full Metal Alchemist.
Yep.
It's a horrible day for rain, Lieutenant.
Yep.
Ouch.
It's not raining.
Sorry,
Word.
Sorry to derail things a bit. I did not mean to derail it that much. I was supposed to just be a one-off comment.
No, you're totally fine. You're totally fine. All right.
Edward.
Oh, don't worry. That'll probably make its effect somewhere in one of my games. So you guys.
No. At
All,
DM.
you guys all regather after this. Solace is sort of giddy with excitement that she was able to find out the information. yet again, this sort of just reinforces. I love the fact of, as a DM, if someone's going to roleplay well enough, you don't have to make rolls.
For sure.
Absolutely.
And that was, you hit all the right buttons with this guy, Sala. So congratulations.
My parents do say I push their buttons. So,
My parents say people should not be judged based on the word.
I mean, you okay? Yep.
Salus's parents over there, like, all right, okay.
So, we got the things. I'm gonna tell them all the stuff we need to do, and all the stuff we found, and all that stuff. And I'm so happy. So if that's it.
That'll do, Halfling. That'll do.
I have a map, a mapish of where they meet. And you guys were right. He sold the people out, but he's gonna be a good guy now.
Well, that's good at least.
Okay.
Not a me problem.
How far away does the meeting place look on the map that Solus has?
It looks to be about a 4 to 5 hour journey from where the city is.
Okay, and then he said that the dragon flies away from the meeting or flies to the meeting place.
Flying off southeast, so away from that spot.
We don't know technically if that's like where it's at or if it's just flying off, but
Yes.
it flies off every
And he
time.
is often, his clothes and hair are often wet when he's there for the meeting.
So, are we gonna go check out the mysterious meeting place? Run into the danger like we do?
Of course.
I feel like that's what we're supposed to be doing. Yes.
Yeah. Let's
We,
go check out the meeting place.
Can we
As
stay the
happy
night here,
as it
though?
makes me.
Can we just stay the night here, though? I'm kind of burnt out on.
Burnt out.
I'd like to stay the night too.
Well, we're just gonna go check out the meeting place, right? I mean, he's not
Yeah.
scheduling a meeting.
I mean,
I did tell him that I'd get you guys out of here before going the first day. So, if we could just go off to the side and make a bubble, I will feed you all brownies, because they're good enough
fine. I'm
to
just
make
gonna-
evil people confess their sins.
Do we want to like go halfway toward the meeting place?
Yeah,
Like
let's at
2
least
hours
get
in?
halfway there. Yeah,
That
let's
sounds
get
good.
Oh, goodness. I agree with the
Honestly,
halfway.
I'd rather get there and then set up somewhere off to the side. Because again, it's just a meeting place. It's not like they live there. In theory, we
That
shouldn't be
we
seeing
know.
any combat.
Dun dun
When
dun!
does any theory apply to us?
I mean,
That is true. I'm just worried about something happening and us not catching it. If we get there and then just go off to the side and make the bubble, we should be fine.
okay.
Just so that we can see if, like, maybe he tries to meet up with the person to warn him that things were told.
You know,
Styx does have a point.
Ken, can you check
Okay.
your chat real quick?
Which one?
In Discord.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You tend to send me things in 3 different ways, so that's why I was just double checking.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. All right, continue. Sorry.
Yeah. So I think we should at least go there, set up off to the side.
okay.
All right. An easy enough task as you guys follow the pathway. It's a bit of an intermediate sort of travel as you sort of push your way through some brush However, the brush has been itself trampled down here and there. You see different signs that someone's been through here recently. Probably Gallon on his way to the meeting place. But eventually you do make it to an opening as you hear the crunch of a large tree breaking, followed by a female voice crying out in pain.
Gotta save people!
Yeah, we can go see what that is.
Fight.
Off we go.
I saw Owen doing the no. I saw the moment you said the large tree break. I saw Owen's eyes widen, and he's shaking his head.
Can I
This is my survival instincts that are kicking in because I've been on my own for so long, like living out in the forest, doing my thing. This is not a good idea. Not a good idea.
As Solus and Eugene are like, oh, time to go save someone, Styx is taking off his pack and still getting ready for rest.
All right, so you come around into a small grove as you see a venerable woman with her leg trapped under a heavy fallen tree. She calls out, she says, "Help! Help! This tree's quite heavy!"
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Can I vibe check the woman?
Sure.
Vibe check. That's insight. Yes.
Take advantage on that, Solus. I'm helping
That's good.
you.
That's very good. That's a dirty 20 to vibe check the woman under a fallen tree.
You said a 22?
Dirty
20.
Dirty 20. All right.
It's a dirty 20.
You get the feeling that she means well.
Okay. I think she means well. Come help me lift this tree.
Yeah,
We have Bob with us.
I have 0 strength.
So, I'm going to use another use of my heroic moment and add +10 to an athletics check to lift the tree, if that's okay with you, Ken.
Go for it. Everyone roll your athletics checks.
All right, so...
I'm back.
I'm so used to looking at my phone for Eugene's sheet.
Yeah,
Okay.
Styx is still setting up camp.
So, that's a +8.
You guys aren't even to the area yet, the meeting spot.
Oh, we're not to the meeting spot yet?
No, you're getting close, but not there yet.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Ken.
Styx is staying back then.
Did you just get a natural 20?
I rolled a natural 20, +8, +10, so 38.
Does he like spin it over his head and chuck it into the distance?
As you have a Herculean just effort, the box tech doesn't even match what happens here. It takes little effort to lift the tree instead of all of your effort. Knowing that you put yourself at risk, it shifts against you. But even as you are close to freeing the woman, the tree begins to rise on its own. 2 other trees standing nearby shift back along the ground as the elf woman stands up and smiles, showing no sign of injury. Heroes at last, she says. How many might fall back in fear at the sight of a stranger in the woods, or think first of their own safety before helping another? I'll grant you my blessing. May your hearts prove true where others fear to tread. And she picks flowers from her hair that you swear were not there a moment ago. Then, Silas, can you mute your microphone?
Yep.
Thank you.
Like a RC toy.
The woman picks a flower from her hair, or flowers from her hair that you swear weren't there a moment ago, then twists her fingers to weave them into garlands as if by magic. She lays a garland around each of your necks. Your companions, give them these as well, as she makes extra garlands for each of your companions. She then
Does that include Bob?
Yes.
Okay.
She then transforms into an owl, and the awakened tree's servants stomp away after her into the forest as she flies away.
I like to think Eugene was just holding onto the tree, like as she was talking, like, "Ah, yes!" And Eugene just hasn't let go of this tree, and then he like lets it go and drops to the ground, just like, huh.
What just happened?
Your guess is as good as mine.
It was
I think you just
Yondola!
pressed.
No, it was not Yondola. She was not a halfling.
I think you just impressed a god.
Or a druid.
Eugene looks down at his
Or
holy
a druid.
Good job, Eugene.
Do I feel any different?
You don't feel any different, no.
I mean, it's pretty though. It matches your eyes.
Thank you. Eugene just kind of touches the garland, the flower crown.
Now we have matching flower crowns and matching Eugene. I think we need Eugene jackets.
I still don't know how comfortable I feel with you naming an article of clothing after me, Solace.
No, they're jeans. Unity jeans.
Well, yeah,
because we're all friends.
But if you say that fast, it just sounds like you're saying my name. And frankly, I don't know how I feel about being a pair of pants.
And I'm frozen again.
We might have just met a god, and you guys are about Eugenes.
Listen,
what just
Nathaniel, this is how I process things, okay?
Most people still need.
Alright, well, I guess we should go back to the others then.
Can someone cast, like, Identify or something on these garlands, or do we need to rest first?
We need to rest first, because I don't have any first level spells.
I mean, I know magic, I could take a look at them, but I don't know if, I could try.
I mean, if we want to look at it and know magic, I can probably handle that. It's just the identify spell itself would give us more, which Willow needs a rest to be able to do.
Yes.
Okay,
is it bubble time?
We're not quite there yet, so we need to get to the location first, and then bubble time.
Okay, bubble time. Let's go.
All right, so you guys the rest of you guys rejoin each other. Do you guys put on the garlands that you're given?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and I hang one around Bob's neck.
All right.
They match our jeans.
They were cursed.
So as you guys continue on into the forest, you start to see strands of spider webs hanging nearly invisible in the misty air. Every now and again, you guys walk through some of the webs as that awful, stickly sensation that I know as a fact I can't stand as a person. Just sort of pulls at your skin, prickles at your hair. You okay, Solace?
Guys, I hate spiders.
Yeah.
If it gets too much for you, just let me know, okay?
No, Inari is absolutely fine with spiders, remember? Solus
Okay.
Yeah.
You're just role-playing so well that I could not tell. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Eugene's why don't you come walk along beside Bob?
Bob, I hate spiders.
Eugene's just gonna pull up his cloak and, like, brush it from his shoulders, like, "Ugh."
Okay. So after a while, the mist gets deeper. The webs get more and more difficult to progress through as you slowly continue making your way. After a while, though, you do find yourself in this clearing.
Alright. Oh, I don't know how to do this.
Do we see... Okay, go ahead.
This clearing has a waterfall off to the side of it. Towards the southeast.
Mm-hmm.
And
I see that, Owen.
And you see what looks to be in the forest, in the trees, lurking several large spider-like creatures that have not seemed to notice you.
Go into the clearing. I hate spiders.
I think Solace can't. I think the internet's messing up. They didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, that's totally fine. You see the spider-like creatures in the treetops looking down in the area, but not seemingly to see you.
Guys?
Yeah, let's not go into the clearing. Let's pull off to the side. Let's get into the bubble. And let's rest.
Good idea.
I'm just saying.
Solus is hype.
Before we rest, I'm casting a tiny servant.
Okay.
And I tell the tiny servant to climb up a nearby tree and watch out for anything bad. And watch out for anything that comes into that clearing.
Okay, the second your servant starts going up, it gets stuck in unseen webs as you see a large spider approach it and start attacking this servant.
Oh dear.
But the spiders seem to have no notice of you guys whatsoever.
6. This is the one forest I won't mind you burning down.
I was thinking about it, but this forest is connected to the other forest. It is, I think, still part of the same forest. So for now, Jim's reading the pot of deception. For now, I think I'll hold off. Let's get into the bubble. Let's rest. I have some messages I want to send.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. What?
Styx, did you take care of that bowl for me?
I did, yes.
Okay.
All right.
That's going to be very useful for when we go to take care of this dragon.
My internet cut out. Is it bubble time?
Yeah,
it is.
Okay! Flibble flubble! Insta bubble! Bubble.
I like how imagining you're just hyperventilating and they say, all right, it's time for bubble. And you just immediately, it's game time. You just, flibble flubble, time for bubble. Go buck up and you just sit down back to breathing in the paper bag, like trying to like stop hyperventilating.
There we go.
And then
Life is better with a bubble.
As soon as the bubble goes up around us, I will take 10 minutes and I will cast Hero's Feast.
All right, sounds good.
We're taking a long rest, right? Or is it short rest?
That's up to you guys.
Long rest.
Long rest.
I thought it was long, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm also going to use create bonfire to create a bonfire within the bubble, so that Styx can record some messages.
Okay.
The first one is going to the person who lied to him, and it's just gonna be liar.
Is that me?
No, it's to the elf that kicked us out of his home.
He didn't lie.
Oh, he didn't lie.
He didn't. He lied by omission. That's all like Styx cares about.
Mr. Styx, don't you think that's a little harsh?
He doesn't even know where it's coming from. He's just gonna walk by a random.
Walk by a fire one day, and it's just gonna declare him a liar.
Wait, do I know that Styx is doing this?
You know that I said liar into the fire. You know I'm using the sending spell that he created in front of you guys. You don't know who he's sending it to.
Can I vibe check Styx to figure out who he's sending it to?
You're not going to be able to vibe check him just to figure out where.
Yeah, it could be to anyone in the world he's met.
Yeah, knowing Styx, he could be, sending it to Nathaniel.
Next time my pants catch on fire, it's going, yo, liar.
Styx, who are you calling a liar?
Fire.
No, through the fire.
Oh, through the fire? The elf person.
Can I cast sending number 1 to my aunts to tell them what's happening? Last time I told them we captured a dwarf, so I'm gonna say dwarf is a bad guy. Do not worry, he is a bad guy. And also, with elves now, made people confess sins through baronies. I am the secret weapon. And to the elf guy, it says, don't listen to sticks. A fire is gonna yell at you, liar, the next time you light one.
To your aunt?
No, that one's to the
elf.
One's to the elf guy, one's to my aunts. I told my aunts about how I'm the secret weapon.
Oh.
Six is going to use the next sending to contact the dragons to let them know that we might be about to having our hands on a worm speaker's mask.
Okay.
And yeah, I think that's it.
The dragon that you just disoriented by... Wait, which dragon did you choose to send it to?
Not the one that said he would kill me if I did that again.
That would be Protanthar. Don't do that to him.
Yeah, not
Protanthar.
Any of the other ones. In fact, actually, it would have been the first one to come to mind, which is the silver one, because that's the one we rode on and spent the most time with.
Okay.
The nicest one.
Yep.
That's fair.
Also, can I call Godric?
You can, yes.
Hi, Godric, I'm the secret weapon.
You get back a duh. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad you know it and stuff. Like, yes, hell yeah, but like, of course. Did you not notice that we literally sent you in every time a conversation needed to be had? You, of course, you're the secret weapon. Proud of you, kiddo.
Okay.
Hey, Owen, did you roll for that hero's feast? You did? How much HP did we get?
None right now. We have not taken the hour to eat it.
Oh,
we
okay.
all have to take an hour to eat it, and until Ken says the hour's over, I can't.
Okay.
Because he can interrupt it if he wants.
Just out of curiosity, Ken, did you get my message?
I got the first one, and then I got distracted and did not read the second one.
Nice.
Very valid.
Also, Ken, one more thing. Did you get my message?
Did you get all of our messages? All of us are sending them to you.
Police reports.
I'm not doing that to the man. He's having a hard enough time over here.
We need a DM personally for each of us for the same game.
Eugene, do you know about Godric?
Alright, guys. Real quick. Pause the game. Rewind the game. Back to our very first, as you guys are leaving the Purple Worm.
Okay.
I had a plan. I forgot the plan. And it's very relevant to a player.
Okay.
You do find, so when you were searching the Purple Worm, Nathaniel, you do find a gem that sticks to the palm of your hand.
Like, I can't pull it off?
Yeah, it's just a small little emerald gem. About the size of maybe like a peanut. Not like the full whole like Mr. Planter's peanut, but like the little tiny peanut.
So it's not like covering my entire palm, it's like a small point.
It's just a little bit. I'll message you what that means. Fast forwarding back to what everything else is there. Back to current times. Sorry about that. Totally missed that.
No, okay.
Eugene, have you heard about Godric?
No.
Guys, this guy hasn't heard about Godric. Can you even believe that? So
Yes.
Who's Godric?
No, I told you, Nathaniel. I told Erotis and I told Nathaniel. Well, so all these people, I adopted them. But a long time ago, I had a brother Envier, but that doesn't matter because he left us in a traitor. And then I had a brother Godric. And
okay.
Godric is the sweetest person in the world. And then he got carried away by... Now he's a knight, I think. You know, it wasn't very clear. But he's leading a platoon or something, I think. And
okay.
Now he's gone. But Godric is my brother, best friend, and platonic soulmate. And now I have this rock to talk to him. And also he unionized the kobolds and is a massive part of our team. Even though I can only talk to him through a rock now.
So, question.
Also, this is Styx. He is not Godric.
No, I'm not. Neither are
and he will never be Godric. Ever. That's all.
Okay. So.
Also, this is my mouse named Godric. Because Godric is my best friend.
Okay. So, first question of 3. First question being, that sounds like a fever dream. Are you sure it wasn't a fever dream?
I mean, you all knew Godric, right? Except you and Morty. Because he left before you were here. But, like, Godric is not a fever dream. Look! Hey, Godric! Say you're real!
I don't wanna. You can't make me.
But this person's doubting your existence.
Godric remains silent.
Godric!
You can now hear kind of like distant, kind of quiet snickering.
Well, it doesn't matter. Godric's real, even if he's being a butt right now. So.
Right.
And has it been 10 minutes?
Yes. Your feast pops up. There is not much room in the bubble for any of you guys. It is food, buffet, bubble.
Hey guys.
You have to spend an hour eating the food. If you do not get any of the benefits.
That's the only way any of you guys are going to be able to clear a way to sleep.
Well, it leaves after an hour, but
Yeah.
you have to eat for the entire hour. I'm stressing that.
I'm a halfling. I can eat and talk at the same time.
I would.
Oh, that's lovely. I'm sure.
Halflings have mastered the art of eat talking.
Wouldn't it be talk eating?
No, it's eat talking. Eating is the more important part.
You both confuse and astound me, and Eugene is just gonna go eat some soup.
Yes, Styx is gonna start eating.
Baxon devours everything inside.
Just an entire turkey in the gullet, like wow.
It's basically everybody's favorite food, is what it's going to be in.
Willow is pacing herself and still looks like she has a watermelon under her tunic.
It's already proven that Styx can put down a lot of food.
Everything edible.
Solus is used to having second breakfast, and on birthdays, third breakfast. So she's used to this. Like, a lot.
Okay.
Potatoes!
There's probably some fresh bread and butter and some, like, very simple stew. Like, Paladins of Pelor don't get a lot, man, so, like, Eugene's favorite food is just gonna be, like, you know, probably looks like normal food to everybody else.
Styx over here eating dinosaur brains. He paid 300 gold. He paid 300 gold for that food. That's his favorite food right now.
Sticks, you gotta slurp him out of the eye socket, Eugene. That's what you do. You twist off the head and you suck the brains out, dude.
All right. As you guys finish eating all of that, the
Yeah, I'm gonna do this dance and pretend they're frozen.
the Hero's Feast ends. You guys gain the benefits of it, which are, Mr. Owen.
They
We get 15 extra HP.
And those are not temporary; those are maximum HPs.
Nice.
Forever?
Not forever,
Oh.
just for the 24 hours that you're under the effects of until your next long rest, essentially.
And then everything
That's
else
awesome.
that's listed in the chat, which is very important, because you are immune to being frightened, you are immune to poison, and all wisdom saves are made with advantage. Those are very
Guys.
important things to remember.
I'm a halfling. We're always immune to being frightened.
We're not. You're.
Not all of us are halflings.
You're.
Also,
I know. It's
Yep.
really sad for you.
Ouch.
says the one halfling that can legitimately be frightened. I love it so much.
Okay.
So,
And then, do we get our long rest uninterrupted?
You do.
Okay.
unless you call it having a bard interruption, because yes.
I now have 129 HP.
Stop bragging.
I have 72. I'm feeling beefy.
I hate
72.
the
I
power
have-
kill can kill Sticks.
I have. Oh,
Yeah, wizard health.
I have 119. I'm feeling fine.
I have
I am-
95.
All right, so your long rest does go off without a hitch. The place
You still have the garlands?
You do still have the garlands, yes.
Willow, would you like to identify these garlands?
At any point, do you take them off any of your necks?
No.
I mean, it's
I
been
like
good. Yeah, it's classy, you know. Morning clothes don't suit me. All black doesn't suit me. I need a splash of color.
All right. These seem to be just normal flowers when you identify them.
Neat.
What are we rolling for?
No, I didn't mean to roll that.
Okay. every time you guys freeze, I'm gonna jiggle my shoulders, just so you know.
Okay.
All right. So, the only thing that happens is when you guys wake up and the bubble dissipates, you get covered in spider webs. As the spiders in the area have made their webs all around the bubble, and when it fades, that's no longer there to hold.
Insert bardic shriek.
Yeah, Eugene also yells.
I like to imagine that Eugene's shriek is like higher pitched than Solus's.
Yes, it is. They harmonize. Because it starts off as a dissonance, and then Solace is like, "Oh, okay," and it's just a very nice scared harmony.
I absolutely adore that. All right.
You know,
I play bards too, man.
Eugene is great. Oh crap.
Mama say, mama sa, mama kusa.
Sorry, Ken. I was figuring out my spells for today.
I'm gonna get a nice shoulder workout.
We're not about to get jumped on by anything, are we? Before I ask you this question.
I cannot answer that.
Okay. what I would like to do, as long as it looks safe, other than the guard shrieking next to me, if that water area that we saw when we came up, if it looks to be within 1,000 feet, I would like to pick up a forked twig off the ground and cast Locate Object, and I would like to locate Marvindale.
All right.
Since you did say that he ate him.
Yeah.
Unless he's passed already.
In both senses of the word.
You get something immediately behind the waterfall.
Through the colon.
That's what I thought.
Guys. Can we... I like dragons more than spiders. Can we go that way?
Yeah, let's go.
And
one more second.
yes.
Please. Before everyone takes off.
Wait!
Baxton, Eugene, and Styx.
Okay.
I am going to cast a level 4 aid on the 3 of you.
Mm-hmm.
And all 3 of you will get an additional 15 temporary HP for the next 8 hours.
Nice.
Okay.
I have a thing.
An additional how much?
People, but I'm trying to. I don't want.
How much temp? Sorry.
8 hours. So you have it for a while. So you get 15.
15.
10. Yep, 10 HP. Oh, and by the way, if you guys click long rest after putting in the HP from the spell, you do need to put that back in from the hero feast, because it will reset it.
Okay.
So make sure.
Yes, I also have a thing. While we're still in the bubble, I would like to do my inspiring leader feat to give everyone 14 temporary HP. How many of us are there? 1, 2, 3,
7.
4, 5. Okay, so everyone but me.
I was gonna say temp doesn't stack, so
Yeah.
Wait.
But the Hero's Feast wasn't temp.
yeah, but
But
for
the
us,
aid was.
Yeah, the aid is temp.
The aid was 15 and hers is 14. So basically, the ones Owens choose get 15, and the rest of you guys get 14.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay. So that. Yep.
That works.
And I'm gonna do a speech about why I hate spiders.
All right.
I'm a level 11 bard in warlock, and I have 109 health now.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, and with that, as you guys start heading towards the waterfall, prepared, ready for battle, this is where we end for the night.
Of course it is.
Of course, because of course you do.
Leading into the belly of the beast.
With full bellies.
With full bellies, yeah. But all right.